Hey everyone, and welcome back to the English Snack Bar. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jenny. So glad you could join us today.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm juggling a million things and I just can't seem to get ahead. Does that ever happen to you, Jenny?
Oh, all the time, Kevin. Especially when I'm trying to learn something new. It feels like a race sometimes.
Exactly. And that's why today we're going to talk about phrases that help us describe that feeling. This is episode number 31.
That's right. We'll be learning how to say you're managing your workload or studies, and also how to say you're struggling to keep pace. Get ready for keep up with and fall behind.
Super useful phrases for anyone studying or just managing daily life, so stick around.
And if you're enjoying our podcast, please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Okay, ready for our first phrase?
All right, Jenny, our first expression is keep up with.
Ooh, keep up with. I hear this a lot, but what does it really mean?
It means to stay at the same level or pace as someone or something else. Think of it like running a race. You want to keep up with the other runners.
Ah, I see. So if I'm taking a class and the teacher is talking fast, I want to keep up with the teacher's speed of talking.
Exactly. Or if you're reading a book series and new books come out quickly, you want to keep up with the latest releases so you don't miss anything.
That makes sense. I remember when I started learning guitar, there were so many new chords and techniques. I really had to practice hard to keep up with the lessons.
That's a perfect example. It shows effort. You can also use it for news or trends, like it's hard to keep up with all the new social media apps these days.
Oh, totally. It feels like there's a new one every week. So if I'm studying for an exam and I'm doing my homework every night, I can say I'm trying to keep up with the course material.
Yes, you are. You're staying current. Let's try a quick practice. Imagine your friend is telling you about a really fast-paced TV show. What would you say if you wanted to watch it too, but you're busy?
I want to watch it, but I need to keep up with my current shows first.
Great. Or maybe, that show sounds exciting. I'll try to keep up with it once my project is finished.
Okay. Let's try another one. My friend is a super fast reader. I'm reading the same book, but much slower. What can I say?
You could say, wow, you read so fast. I'm trying to keep up with you, but it's tough.
Nice. So keep up with is about matching pace, right? Not falling behind.
Exactly. It implies effort and staying current. It's a really positive phrase when you're managing a lot. You're doing great keeping up with all these new phrases.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm trying my best to keep up with you.
Now, let's talk about the flip side. What happens when you can't keep up with things? That's where our next phrase comes in. Fall behind.
Fall behind? That sounds a little worrying.
It can be, but it's a very common and useful expression. It means to become slower than someone else, or to not do something as quickly as you should, so you have less done than others or less done than planned.
Okay, so it's the opposite of keep up with. If I miss a few classes, I might fall behind on the material.
Precisely. Imagine you're working on a big project at work, and you get sick for a week. When you come back, you might have fallen behind on your tasks.
Oh no, that's the worst feeling. I remember when I was in university, I had a part-time job and a really heavy course load. One week, I got really busy with work and I didn't study for my history class. I totally started to fall behind.
Oh, that's tough. What did you do?
Well, I had to spend my whole weekend catching up. It was stressful. I really didn't want to fall behind too much, or I might fail the class.
That's a great example of why it's important to try and keep up with things. So let's practice. Imagine you're learning a new language and you miss a few lessons. What might happen?
I would probably fall behind on the vocabulary and grammar.
Exactly. Or if you're training for a race and you skip your runs for a week, you might fall behind your training schedule.
Right. So if my friend asks me to join a study group, but I'm already struggling, I might say, I'd love to, but I'm worried I'll fall behind even more if I join another group right now.
Perfect. That shows you're aware of your situation. It's not a bad thing to say you've fallen behind, it's just a fact. It's better than pretending everything is okay.
True, it's better to acknowledge it. So keep up with means staying at the same pace, and fall behind means you're not keeping that pace anymore.
You've got it. And remember, even if you do fall behind, it's not the end of the world. You can always work hard to catch up. You're doing amazing by learning these phrases.
That's encouraging, Kevin. Thanks. I feel like I'm keeping up with the lesson today.
Wow, we covered some really practical phrases today, didn't we?
We sure did. We learned keep up with, which means to stay at the same pace or level as something or someone else.
And the opposite, fall behind, which means to become slower or not do as much as you should, so you're not at the same pace anymore.
These are so useful for talking about studies, work, or even hobbies, where you need to stay current.
Absolutely. Now, here's a question for you, our wonderful listeners. Have you ever had to work hard to keep up with something new? Or have you ever felt like you started to fall behind?
We'd love to hear your stories. Share them in the comments below. It's a great way to practice using these phrases.
Remember, the best way to learn is to practice. Try using keep up with and fall behind in your own sentences this week.
You're all doing so well. Keep practicing and you'll see improvement.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of English Snack Bar. We hope you found it helpful.
Yes, keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye!